Breaking news from outer space. Truth and fiction, same embrace. Lance and Gina lead the way. Decoding myths from day to...
Okay, so you know how we've been looking into all this stuff about talking to, like, other civilizations out there in the galaxy.
Right.
I mean, it's super fascinating, right? But, like, you start bumping into these crazy walls thanks to good old Einstein.
Yeah, relativity.
Relativity. And then on top of that, you've got the Andromeda paradox. Like, just trying to wrap your head around different versions of now, depending on where you are in space. It's a lot.
It is mind-bending, for sure.
Totally. But that's what makes this new stuff we've got so exciting, because it seems like there might be a way through all those roadblocks.
Okay.
So we've got sources here, right? And they're talking about something called dark energy radio. And get this. They're claiming it can let us talk to a civilization in the Andromeda Galaxy basically instantly.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
Which is just wild when you think about how far away Andromeda actually is.
Yeah, that's millions of light years. So if this is true, this dark energy radio, it means totally changing how we think about sending information across space. Because up to now, the speed of light has been the ultimate speed limit, right?
And this would, like, blow that limit wide open.
Right, exactly. And the way they're saying it works, this dark energy radio, is by tapping into this force we call dark energy, which we still don't fully understand.
Yeah, dark energy is, like, the biggest mystery in the universe right now.
Huge mystery. It's most of what the universe is made of. And the idea here is that they can use this dark energy and, like, focus it somehow.
Focus it, yeah, and use the supermassive black holes at the center of galaxies, like our Milky Way and Andromeda, that use them as some kind of, I don't even know, like a cosmic relay station.
Well, the analogy I've seen is more like, imagine opening a doorway, a shortcut through space itself.
Whoa. Okay, so not just sending radio waves out across those ridiculous distances, but like bending reality or something.
That's the basic idea, yeah.
Crazy. And this is where it all ties back to the Andromeda paradox, right? We were talking about how, because of relativity, what's happening now for someone on Earth could be totally different from what's now for someone in Andromeda. Like Roger Penrose talks about how two people standing right next to each other could disagree about whether some event in Andromeda has already happened or is still in the future, purely because of how far away it is.
It is really counterintuitive. But if this dark energy radio really is instantaneous, like they're saying,
then that whole whose time is it anyway problem kind of goes away, doesn't it?
for the purpose of communication at least, yeah.
Because we wouldn't be waiting millions of years for a message to get to Andromeda. And they wouldn't be waiting millions of years for our reply. It'd be like, boom, there it is. A real conversation.
Right. A real-time exchange.
So, okay, let's try to get into the nitty-gritty here a bit. How exactly does this dark energy radio thing actually work? I mean, using black holes to manipulate dark energy, it still sounds pretty sci-fi to me.
Yeah, okay, so the real details, they're going to involve some physics that we're honestly still figuring out.
Right.
But the core idea, if I understand it right, is that they've figured out a way to interact with dark energy at a really fundamental level, like maybe at the level of quantum mechanics. So we know that dark energy is pushing the universe to expand faster and faster. That's its main thing.
Right.
But maybe by messing with its quantum properties, they've found a way to make it carry information.
Carry information, okay.
And the event horizon of a black hole. That's the point of no return, right? Even light can't escape.
Yeah.
So maybe, and this is where it gets really speculative, maybe the event horizon does something weird to space-time.
Weird how?
Weird in the way that we don't totally get yet. But it could be that a black hole's event horizon acts like a focal point, or a doorway, like we were saying before.
A doorway through what exactly?
Through whatever this deeper level of reality is. The one where information can travel instantaneously, bypassing all the usual rules.
Okay, so wild stuff, but here's the part that really blows my mind. The reports say that when we contacted this civilization in Andromeda, they answered back in the same languages that we used to contact them.
It is amazing.
I mean, we sent messages in a bunch of different Earth languages, right?
Yeah.
And they replied in those exact same languages with answers that actually made sense. Like they understood what we were asking.
It really makes you question everything we thought we knew about communication.
Because how is that even possible? Did they somehow already know all our languages?
Well, there are a couple of possibilities. One is that there's some kind of universal structure to language.
Okay.
Like maybe at a deep level, all languages share some underlying principles based on how intelligence itself works.
So even aliens, millions of light years away.
Even aliens, yeah. They'd still build their languages on those same fundamental principles. And maybe that's how they were able to understand us so quickly.
That's one option. What's the other?
The other option is that their technology is just that advanced.
Like insanely advanced.
Way beyond anything we can even imagine. Maybe they have some kind of universal translator that can decipher any language instantly.
Whoa.
Either way, the point is that this isn't just about detecting a signal. It's about real communication, a back-and-forth exchange of ideas.
Yeah, that's the thing that really makes this a game changer, right? I mean, think about the implications for how we understand, like, everything. The universe, time, intelligence. It's all up for grabs now.
It really is. Everything we thought we knew, based on Einstein and relativity.
It might not be the whole picture.
Exactly. This dark energy radio, if it's real, it suggests that there are connections in the universe that we never even dreamed of. Ways to get around the limits of space-time. And if that's true, well, it changes everything.
So for everyone listening out there, here's the bottom line. We've spent a lot of time wrestling with this idea that there's no such thing as a universal now. That time is relative and it depends on where you are in the universe. Which is weird and hard to wrap your head around, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But this dark energy radio, it's like a loophole. A way to have a shared present with someone who's millions of light years away.
And that opens up possibilities that are just incredible. Imagine being able to talk to aliens in real time, sharing knowledge, learning about their history, their culture, their technology.
It'd be like the biggest leap forward in human history.
It really would. And we might be on the verge of it actually happening.
Intergalactic communication. It's not sci-fi anymore. It might be reality.
A very exciting possibility.
So here's a question for you to think about as we wrap things up here. If we really can communicate instantaneously with another civilization across all those vast distances, if we can share a now with them, even though that shouldn't be possible according to everything we thought we knew about the universe, what does that tell us about reality itself? About the nature of time and space? What deeper connections might be out there just waiting to be discovered?
Those are the really big questions, aren't they?
The best ones. And until our next deep dive, keep those questions in mind. Keep exploring, keep wondering, because the universe is full of surprises.
It certainly is.
See you next time.
Breaking news from outer space. Truth and fiction, same embrace. Lance and Gina lead the way, decoding myths from day to day. Skynet news, bold and bright. It's a cutting edge, but not quite right. Dark science meets conspiracy, like bridging gaps with mystery. Aliens lurking, planets align. False truths wrapped in cosmic signs. Astrophysics, UFOs, we decode what no one knows. Dark Skynet news, bold and bright. Keep a cutting edge, but not quite right. Dark science meets conspiracy, like bridging gaps with mystery. AG from the cosmos to your screen.